Hello. So during our walkthroughs and observations on my campus last year, and at the start of this year, the instructional leadership team noticed that checking for understanding was either not happening at all in classrooms, or that teachers, when they started that process, were getting stuck at one student's desk or one group of students' desks. And so because they ended up staying in one place, they weren't really able to get to very many students or get feedback to very many students. And also, teacher data collection on our campus has really been limited to unit exams, which are once every 6 weeks, and sometimes um, quizzes and things like that. And so overall, our teachers just needed some development in that area. And I think that that is also obvious in our data because we have our failure rates among students who are at school 90% of the time or more fall at around 36%. So these students are on campus, they are in seats, in classrooms, and they are still not passing at a rate of 36%. So among other things, that does indicate that Tier 1 instruction is somehow not reaching our students. Because our district is really focusing on Bambrick Santoyo's work in Get Better Faster, we, as an instructional leadership team, decided that aggressive monitoring would be one of our first PD sessions to implement. And so that's what you'll see in the video. Prior to what you see in the video, I presented the goals and timelines of aggressive monitoring and how we were going to learn about it and what we were going to do ahead of time. We always have kind of the end of our meeting is what to expect in our next session. And then at the beginning of the meeting, you'll hear me kind of review that goal with them. And then also, because we constantly talk about data and the teachers know that we have this group of 36% of our kids that are at school 90% of the time or more are not passing, the rationale for the training is very clear to them. And when I gave them the ahead of time kind of rationale for it, they were all in. So that was nice. We have a 45-minute meeting every week, and you'll see in the video the first few minutes. You can skip if you want. It's not actually PD delivery. We had to do a little housekeeping thing at the beginning of our meeting, and so the meeting kind of started a few minutes late because we had to do that little housekeeping thing, but I just wanted to explain what it is because it's not PD at the beginning. It's kind of like a collaborative, how are we going to tackle this problem? And then, the last thing I wanted to kind of point out about the video is that I followed the See It, Name It, Do It protocol, and you don't really get to see the do it. They started working on building pathways and thinking about how to incorporate inclusion teachers at the end of the video, but the bulk of our do it happened in the following meeting. So the competencies I think that this addressed were 3, 4, and 5. 3, prioritizing best practices for high quality instruction. 4, ensuring teachers use multiple forms of assessment and data to inform instruction. And 5, facilitating effective professional development. As far as what I would want my field supervisor to notice, I would want them to notice the logical connection between the data and the PD that we delivered. I would want them to notice the good rapport that I have with my teachers, that we have established agendas and norms and policies, that everyone participates, and that I expect for us to provide each other with an equity of voices. So I built in that think, pair, share, and I also marked on their papers or their computer what I wanted them to share, so that everyone has a voice in the meeting. And I'm really intentional about that. And then I guess also that I use the See It, Name It, Do It format, which is I always want to have a procedure or a protocol. And because my district is into Bambrick Santoyo and because all of our work at the university on delivering PD has been Bamberg Toyo. That's what I chose to go with. So enjoy. Thanks.